Welcome back. Those were the main headlines. The more details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting on Saturday following progress made in implementing several agricultural production and land reclamation mega national projects nationwide. Details.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Saturday followed up the executive situation of a number of agricultural production and land reclamation mega national projects nationwide, particularly in the regions of Tushka and New Delta in Al Dab'a, as well as the Upper Egypt provinces of Al Minya and Bani Suwaif. This came during a meeting presided by the head of the state with Prime Minister Mahmoud, Minister of Transport Kamil al-Wazir, Lieutenant General Ihab al-Far, the head of the Armed Forces Engineering Authority, and a number of top state officials. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassam Radi said the meeting tackled the details of current and future stages of these projects, including infrastructure and logistics, as well as roads and access, irrigation systems, and electricity needs in light of the state's strategy to expand the agricultural land and boost agricultural production. The president also gave instructions to resume efforts of realizing self-sufficiency of strategic crops and open new horizons for exports in order to boost national economy and afford thousands of job opportunities in different fields.
On his official Facebook page, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi mourned on Saturday the martyrs of the armed forces, saying the sincere sons of Egypt are still sacrificing their souls for the sake of the homeland. The President, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, added that those coward attacks will never shake the Army's will to uproot terrorism, as he paid his condolences to Egypt Army and people and wished the injured a speedy recovery. Earlier, Army spokesperson Colonel Gharib Abdel Hafiz said an officer and 10 Egyptian soldiers fell martyr after foiling a terrorist attack on a water lifting station east of the Suez Canal. The spokesman added that the terrorist elements are being chased and besieged in one of the isolated areas in Sinai. The cabinet on Saturday mourned the martyrs of Sinai terrorism attack. In a statement released by the cabinet, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli expressed his deep condolences to the armed forces and the families of the martyrs, saying that the state will continue its development and construction path and its battle against extremism and terrorism. Sinai Tribes Union mourned the martyrs of the nation from the armed and the forces and stressed that such a cowardly act will not deter their determination on continuing our battle along with the armed forces until the completion or the complete eradication of all terrorists. A number of state institutions mourn the armed forces martyrs who sacrificed their life defending the country, as Al-Azhar condemns the terrorist attack, stressing that Al-Azhar stood side by side with the armed forces and police in their battle fighting terrorism in all forms. For his part, Dr. Muhammad Mukhtar Gum'a, Minister of Endowments, asserted that such attacks will only increase the will of the great Egyptian people and army to face those devilish groups who have nothing to do with heavenly messages. The head of Media Authority, Hussein Zain, also mourned the army martyrs and condemned the terrorist attack, describing it as another proof which reflects the ugly face of terrorism. The Higher Council for Journalism, headed by Abdel Sadiq al-Shurbagi, mourned with great sorrow the martyrs of the nation and strongly condemned this heinous attack. Decent Life Initiative was among the organizations which also condemned the terrorist attack. It stressed its full confidence and support to the brave armed forces and its relentless efforts to eradicate terrorism. The aforementioned entities paid their deepest condolences to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, to the Egyptian people, and to the families of the latter heroes. In the framework of the Ministry of Interior's efforts to unveil the truth of a video clip circulating on social media platforms by a fleeing member of the terrorist Brotherhood group, in which he claimed that a man was beaten and locked in a car trunk by a police officer. Investigations have revealed the identity of the assailant, who turned out to be impersonating a police officer. Investigations also revealed that the Brotherhood's fleeing member deliberately circulated the video, even though he knew it was fake. The case was referred to the General Prosecutor to take legal measures. In a separate incident, the Interior Ministry has also arrested a group of teens who appeared in a video clip pestering two female tourists near Giza Pyramids. Investigation revealed that security apparatus did not receive any reports or complaints of harassment. The investigations revealed that the teens aged between 13 and 15 were visiting the pyramids area during Eid al-Fitr occasion. The teens said that they were just trying to talk with the tourists and have photos with them, and that they were not intending to harass them.